Okay, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 2, no equipment, no-till food plot series, I guess you could call it. Basically, I got 2 different spots here in the Holmen area where I'm gonna be planting some clover, some turnips, you know, who knows what. I haven't bought the seed yet, but we're gonna be planting a few things in 2 different very small micro food plot locations. And just as a reminder, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It means the world to me and it helps this channel grow really quickly. So please subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos going forward, especially with the fall coming right now and bow hunting season. We're gonna get a lot of videos. I'm gonna try and kill a lot of deer. So stay tuned. Thank you for subscribing. Let's get back to some planting. Today I'm going out to see how well my Roundup spray did. I think I sprayed it maybe a couple weeks ago. So this is the first time I'm really looking at it, and I brought another sprayer full of Roundup. So if it needs to get sprayed, we're gonna spray it, but I'm sure a lot of it is very dead. And if it looks good, then we're gonna try and plant some seed in the next couple of days because there is some rain in the forecast, which is awesome. And they say the best time to lay your seed is in the rain. So we're gonna try and hit the timing just right. So I'm walking on my path here, which leads basically to my first food plot location. My first food plot location is just on a big mowed path, which is right in front of us here. And I'm getting to it right now. Now this is the spot where if you watched episode 1, I walked right past a huge rattlesnake. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you go back to that video and check it out. But it's like 90 degrees here today in Holmen. It's insane. So I would not be shocked if we saw another snake in this area again. But here we're just coming up to it, and this looks really good. I really like how that looks. Obviously there's still some stuff kind of going, oh, little frog. There's still some stuff growing here that I'm gonna try and really kill, mainly because one of my stands is right in that tree right there. And so this is gonna be a main shooting spot. Here's kind of my shooting lane right there. But yeah, this is a spot I really want to kill, but this area up a little bit further is way better. I mean, it's all dead. That looks awesome. I'll just spray whatever little bit of green is still there, like these ferns. I'll hit those. And I have it going all the way around the corner there. So I think this spot's gonna work out awesome. Mainly because there's this trail right here. Gosh, I'm sweating like crazy. Oh, before I came in here, I really made sure to just douse myself in bug spray because the bugs have been nasty in here. So I just doused myself. But the main reason I really like this location for this plot is because they walk this trail a lot. And there's this one spot right here where they really seem to come out of the woods and get onto this trail. And then they usually walk the trail back that way, the way I came, and up into those woods kind of past my stand. So this is a really main thoroughfare for deer. A lot of does come through here. I mean, there's a track right there, right there. That's that one was a young deer, but they come through here a lot. And you can see, I mean, right in the middle of this trail, you can see how it's worn. There's like a little trail right in the middle. So they walk right into the middle of this trail and they feel super safe back here. So we're gonna spray this area, anything that's green, and then we'll move up to our other little food plot up on the hill there. So let's get to it. It's hard to do this when it's 90 out. But there we go. That just about covers it for this spot. Hit all that green. So I think it's either tomorrow or the next day I'm gonna come back out here and finally broadcast my clover seed or turnip seed, whatever I'm gonna do in here. But yeah, we're done with that. Let's go to the next one up top. And one thing that I didn't talk about in my first episode for this DIY food plot series is that I recognize that my spots that I'm planting here this year, they are mowed already, which helps a lot. So if you can bring a mower, even just a push mower, to help knock down a lot of the really tall weeds and grass and whatnot, it helps tremendously when you're spraying. But if you're going in and you're having to spray knee-high or waist-high weeds and grass, that's okay too. Go in there and spray, get as much as you can, and then a week or two later, go out again, and you'll see that a lot of it has died. But there will be a lot of stuff underneath that you didn't spray, and you're just gonna have to spray twice. So if you don't have the ability to use a mower, you just gotta accept that you're probably gonna spray a couple times. And that's okay, but you just have to factor that into your timing. So just keep that in mind. Lucky for me, the owner of this property mows these couple spots a few times a year. So that helps. All right, guys, we have just reached the top of this hill where food plot location number 2 is at. And it looks kind of green. I'm a little disappointed. I'm definitely gonna be using basically this entire sprayer to kill off all the grass. It makes sense though. When I came and sprayed here the other day, there was a lot of like folded over grass. It was pretty thick. So I'm sure I only killed the top layer, and now that bottom layer is finally poking out. But here, I'll give you a look. This is what it looks like. So you can see it's a lot of green intermixed with a lot of brown. So we're gonna try and kill off. I mean, that's kind of the edge right there. You can see where the edge is. This isn't gonna be that big of a food plot. It's maybe 20 or 30 yards across the whole way. But we're gonna try and kill all that green, all the green back there, all the green here on the edges. And hopefully when I come to plant in a couple days, I can see that that stuff is getting brown and dying. So we're gonna spray around here. All right, my sprayer is empty. I just unloaded right here. Sprayed it like crazy for a second time. So hopefully that kills it off, and we are ready to seed up here. So let's go buy some seed. Here we go. All right, hey guys, we're here in Fleet Farm, and I have just been scouring these shelves here at all the different types of seed that they have in this store for food plots. And I'm specifically looking for something with clover in it and maybe a little mix of some other things. But I really want clover, and I really want some turnips. And I know you can kind of plant those together. And I see there's some good options here. I think what I'm gonna go with is this Antler King kind. So they got this cheap bag. It's only $8 because it's a small amount, but it's just, there's some turnip that I might throw in there. And then I think I'm also gonna go with the trophy, either the trophy clover mix. This one's got white clover, red clover, a few different types of clovers, and it also has, here's what it's got on the back. It's got white clover, red clover, rape, and a couple different other types of clover, and then chicory. So that's a good option, number one. That one is $30, which is a little bit more than I want to spend, especially for how small my plot is. But that's option number one. And then I was also looking at this one here, specifically this no sweat, no till plot mix. And it's because it's a lot cheaper. Number one, it's only 14 bucks, which is fantastic. Remember, this is a DIY budget friendly plot that we're doing. But this one has some ryegrass in it, some oats, some rape, and then some red clover. And I don't know, I think I'd rather get, personally, I'd rather have clover than all of this stuff that's in this no sweat, no till plot mix. I really like the clover because it grows really well the next year. I've done one other food plot like this in the past, and I had a lot of white clover in it, and that clover just exploded the next 2 years. It was amazing. So I think I'm gonna go with this trophy clover mix, and then one of these turnip bags, and I probably won't use this whole mix, so I can overseed it next year with the same bag, which would be awesome. And then I'll probably do some turnip at the same time. So I'm gonna probably get those, and now I need to find some fertilizer. So let's grab these two here. And now I need to find a fertilizer. I haven't even began looking for fertilizer. I don't know if they're gonna have any here. I'm probably gonna have to actually go to like the farm section to find fertilizer. So let's go find that. Okay, one other thing I didn't really mention in that first video is that when you're doing a no-till plot like this, you have to have seeds that are really, really small, like these ones, and seeds that tell you that they only need to be a 1/4 inch into the ground. They only need seed to soil contact of about a 1/4 inch. So when we spread these around on the grass, they're going to naturally fall to the ground, and they'll get that 1/4 inch of seed to soil contact. So that's what we're looking for. Now let's go find some fertilizer. All right, I think I found fertilizer that I'm looking for. I think I'm going to go with this general purpose, just this 10-10-10 fertilizer. I'm just looking at the back. I mean, it's as general of a fertilizer as you can get for this, and I believe you can just spread this along with your seed. You don't really need to till it into the ground. It's just a helper to help it grow, and you really want to make sure you lay it down right before it rains. So we're going with 10-10-10 general purpose fertilizer. Keep it simple, and hopefully this seed will grow. And our grand total is 53.78. Not too bad for seed and fertilizer. So I think all in all, I got about 50 bucks in seed and fert, and then I got what, $30 in weed killer. Not bad. All right, hey guys, it is like 5 a.m. I think it's July 29th or 30th or something like that, but the rain forecast does not look good for the next like week and a half. And so if I want to get my seed down with some rain quickly, I got to get it down literally right now, because rain is coming within the next couple of hours. So you really got to watch when the rain's going to come for when you want to lay your seed out. And they say the best time to broadcast your seed is literally in the rain, and I'm going to be really close here today. So I'm going to pack my seed. I'm going to pack all my seeds here into my backpack, and we're going to head up to the plot, and we're going to lay it out. It might be a little bit dark, but this is literally my only chance the next couple of weeks, is what it looks like on the forecast right now. So we're going to get this done. Here we go. All right, now lots of times when you buy, seed like this just in a bag, it'll tell you exactly how much to plant per the amount of space that you're planting. So this one says one bag will plant 1/2 acre, which is approximately 22,000 square feet. So I'm gonna pace off my area up there and see exactly how much of this bag that I need to plant. So we'll go test that out right now. All right, guys, we've made it up to the food plot in the dark here this early morning, but this is the best time for me to get this done. So I think in this one, well, I'm in that upper level, kind of the second plot that I've shown you on my last couple videos. I think on this one, I'm gonna do a little bit of half and half. I think I'm gonna do half clover and half turnips on this one. And then down in my really skinny trail food plot area, I think I'm gonna do mostly just clover in that one. So, cause I think that one gets more travel by equipment and by people than this side does. So I think the clover will survive in there a little bit better. So up here, we're gonna do a little bit of turnips and clover. And down there, we're gonna do basically all clover, I think. So I got my little spreader here. We got our little hand spreader. You don't need anything fancy. I don't know how much this cost. I've had it for a while, but it's just the simplest little hand seed spreader that you can buy at Menards or Home Depot. That's what we're gonna use today. And I got my bags of seed, and I brought my fertilizer as well. I'm gonna pace out this area first, see exactly how much seed I have to lay. My space here is like 20 paces by 20 paces, so it's about 60 feet by 60 feet. That gives me about 3,600 square feet I know that clover could cover about 22,000 square feet. So that's roughly what? 1/5, 1/6, about 1/6 of the bag. If I wanted to lay just clover down in this area, but I'm gonna do like half clover. So I probably only want like 1/10, 1/12 of that bag. So yeah, I'm really not gonna lay that much seed that's in that bag. So up here anyway of the clover, I'll lay a little bit of the turnip on the other side too. And actually with this turnip seed, it takes up so little space inside of that seed spreader that I just did fertilizer and seed in one container. So I'll broadcast those both at the same time. That took me like 1 minute maybe, but it's such a small area. If you're doing a bigger plot, it's gonna take you a little bit longer. But I use this seed spreader and I just have it set to one of the smallest openings that it can, because these seeds are so small that I just have it set at 2. So now we're gonna do some clover. Yet again, I just mixed the clover seed with the fertilizer. In this case, it's such tiny little seed. It's just those little red, orange seeds in there with the fertilizer. And this one we're gonna spread more on this side of the plot where there's a little more travel. I think it'll probably survive. Clover can survive travel. You know, you have it in your yard, you walk on it, you mow it, it can survive people driving on it a lot. And this is a little trail right here that equipment drives on every now and then. So. I'm a little bit more nervous for this little plot area. I don't know how it's gonna go because I just came up here and sprayed the other day, but there's still green. There's still green grass. This stuff just doesn't want to die up here. So I think this one's gonna have a few more weeds and grass than the other plot down there, but we're done planting this little plot area, so we're gonna head down to our other one. All right guys, this is food plot location number 2 or number 1, depending on how we order these in the video, but this is that long skinny trail that you've seen a few times on my other videos. And we're just only gonna be doing the trophy clover mix in here. Clover mix along with some fertilizer will go 1-to-1 on that, and we're just gonna spread it along the trail and we're gonna get out of here because the bugs are just nasty right now. And I don't have a scoop for fertilizer, so I'm just using my hand. Not the best method, but gets the job done anyway. Here we go. Just make sure to wash my hands when I'm done with this. Never good to really touch too much fertilizer. Alright, I ran out a little bit early. So I'm going to load up a little more and put a little bit more on this front area. This is kind of the main area where I want it to grow because my stand's right there. We're planted and ready for the season. I'm really hoping it starts pouring rain here pretty soon because that's what's in the forecast. I'm all done. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Stay tuned for future videos when I show how well this is growing and I show all the deer that I'm going to shoot from that tree stand and the tree stand up top. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.